What's going on, YouTube fans? You know what I'm saying? This is Grant and Frank here. You know, we got this really cool game, Castlevania. My boy Frank here just beat it. He's got some really good things to say about it. Hope that's not how he feels about it, but that's neither here nor hearsay. The game is really good. It has a great cinematic flair to it. A lot of the elements in the game I thought were borrowed from other games. God of War, Devil May Cry, for instance, is one of the heaviest that it was involved with. The production values are off the charts in this game. First of all, do not be afraid to get this game just because of 3D. And the other games that were 3D Castlevania games sucked ass. This one does not. This one is worth every penny you spend it on. It's a 20-hour plus game with added content after you beat the game. So it's definitely worth your money. I'm just here to review. My boy here has actually beat it. He can tell you more about it than I can. So have at it, Frank. You got the floor, bro.
Well, the fighting definitely really legit. It was definitely a lot like God of War, Devil May Cry. Never gets boring. To me, I was never bored. And the graphics amazing. All the characters and all the enemies that you fight amazing. You never have a boring moment with this game. The only thing that you will have a frustrating time with are some of the puzzles. Another one is that fucking Chupacabra. You get all your powers and then all of a sudden he shows up and then he steals them from you. And when you're trying to find him, he will not shut his goddamn mouth. And it just makes you want to do something like this. Hold this. That is how I feel. That fucking Chupacabra. Fuck that Chupacabra!
Hey, you know, the game is frustrating at times. It can be frustrating. Some of the platforming sequences could have been done better. They definitely could have fleshed out the areas that did combine the whole platforming and puzzle solving sections. I think Frank here had more of a good time when it actually came to the boss fights and leading up to the boss fights, more so than it did actually platforming these levels, because the whole scheme of the game was somewhat I don't know, off at times, but then it came right back on here. I'm just going to show you guys a quick excerpt here from the actual review itself. You know, a lot of people were really hyped about this game, and when it finally came out, you know, people were really happy. So, you know, here, Game Informer, it got a solid 9. Really good things to say about this game. Here's proof that it is actually a pretty good game. You know, it actually got a pretty decent score here on Game Informer. So go check that out. The review, check out the review. It's very informative of what this game is about. As you saw, this game did make this man throw that chair a lot in this room, but there was also times I'd come in this room and the chair would not be thrown. It'd be sitting, you know, with him in it, enjoying this wonderful game that I wish you guys would go pick up. Castlevania, very solid game. Now I'm going to do the reviews of the basics here. Basically telling you if it's a pay, rent, or pass.
I broke the chair.
He broke the fucking chair. That's a fucking...
Thanks to the Chupacabra.
Thanks to the fucking Chupacabra.
Oh, and that witch that put you in that music box. She won't shut her mouth either.
Now, to determine whether this game is a pay, rent, or pass, we're going to do it in 5 good sections. Concept. Basically, Castlevania 3D, fucking amazing. You know, they really did it right. They did a lot of great things with the story. Blend a lot of elements from a lot of other games. Devil May Cry, God of War, all those great games blended into one. So they definitely did good with that. Graphics, I'm gonna let him tell you about the graphics because he played more than I did. So
the graphics are amazing. I mean, just from the older games, they're not even that old, and then when they get to this one, I mean, they did a really good job with these graphics. I mean, what games would you say that one looked like?
I would definitely reference Castlevania Lords of Shadow to God of War in a lot of ways, because they did use a lot of God of War style atmosphere in this game, especially when it comes to the boss fights, which are very memorable, especially the last boss fight, which I won't spoil for you guys. It's very, very good and very entertaining, and it is worth every second of frustration that you go throughout this game. It is worth it. As far as sound goes, sound is very good. The score leading up to the game ending absolutely amazing. Each level, when it comes to score, advances you further because the score gets you more and so into the game. It really helps that the score is more cohesive to what's going on in the game itself. Playability. As far as the actual game goes, when it comes to the combat is very exhilarating. It does have a lot of notions, like I said, to other games in that genre. It can be very frustrating, as Frank here will soon tell you. It can be very frustrating at times. Combat doesn't always click as it should, but it does have a very good, strong element to it, which I think will carry gamers this game a long way in the future, and I hope to see a sequel. Entertainment value. Entertainment value, I would have to say, is way up there because, like I said, it's a 20+ hour game. You're getting $60 worth of content here and then some. This game is bang for your fucking buck. This game hits you hard from beginning to end. I don't give a fuck. It hits you hard from beginning to end. You will enjoy this game a lot more than a lot of other games in this genre because of the love and care that went into making this game. You gotta remember, guys, Castlevania has been 2D for the longest time, and this shit to 3D, a lot of guys were skeptical about it. You know, they didn't think this was gonna be great, but it is. It's fucking great. It is fucking great. Fucking replay value.
You got a lot of stuff to go back to play for. I mean, after every level that you play, it'll show the percentage of how much is completed, and for every level, I'm only up into 30% for each level. So there's so much more for me to go back and play for, and I don't even know if I'll have the patience to go do it. But there's a lot more to go back and be played.
So, like I said, guys, go pick up this excellent, wonderful game. Pay, rent, or pass, definitely a pay. Go get this fucking game. It is absolutely amazing, and I encourage everyone who has doubted this series for the longest time and did not think that this game was going to be great, go get it. Like I said, it is a pay. Go get this game. Alright, guys, signing out.
Fuck the Chupacabra.
Yeah, fuck the goddamn Chupacabra.